Identica/Seb/replies, and then you can see these people and where they voted and stuff. And there was Eve, the Facebook founder, the Identica founder, even he voted my poll as well for no, which is pretty obvious because he obviously didn't like he's obviously going to vote for no. I had what's he called, Buckham? I think you follow him as well on Identica, right?
Yeah. Oh, is this the guy with the European Union?
I don't know, Free Software Foundation or something.
Oh, I'm not sure. I was thinking about one of the guys who's like working for the office for Neely Cruz.
I think there's an older guy or whatever, and I saw him on venting about design, how he didn't really like it, but he also voted in my poll for no. So, and I had, remember how Kevy, remember Kevy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't really like Facebook anyway, which I already knew, but he voted for he voted for yes, since this one's a bit too Facebook-like for my liking. And then there's, so we mentioned Tux Jam. I'll just quickly mention it. Then Kerry's got his Tux Jam audiocast as well, which is where he talks about stuff to do with technology and a lot of great Commons music. And I've only listened to the first one so far. He's on like the 4th episode or something now, but yeah. If anyone wants to listen to another audiocast, I want to recommend Tux Jam. If anyone wants to listen to another one as well. And
yeah, well, I think we've covered most of the things to do with Identica to the extent that we should. After the next song, I think we should go back to trying to speak about Mageia and close the show.
I'll just say one thing really quick. And I had to vote in my own poll, which is a bit annoying on Identica. So I voted for 30 old but like new features such as polls. But yeah, that'll do for Identica.
Yeah, I don't mess around with the poll. What I didn't like at first is the fact that it kind of auto-announces when a person does something in a poll. Then you see in your timeline, and you don't see the context either. So you just see somebody voted on something a certain way. You don't really know. It's meaningless. But I think, I'm not sure, maybe they changed the settings now. Maybe they realized it was a bit too verbose.
And then in Tech Rights, the channel would come in when people voted as well, which I kind of liked, but I don't think you did.
It depends if you know what they vote on. I think it wasn't exactly showing the context in all cases, but
it was showing the languages. When I was seeing the votes, it would say like if they were German, if they had Identica in German, it'd be like it would say in German they had voted for the thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the next song then.
Yeah. Well, so the next song is "Impossibly Beautiful," and the singer is Julie Feeney.
Are you not your heart or your mind do you name? Your Achilles heel or from where you came? Though it's written in the stars, my desires will flame. I might take a pass on what the stars are saying, 'cause you're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? You're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? The indignant look as you catch the eye of the onlooker caught in a gaze at thine, as you're innocently flaunting your beauty up. You've no idea how beautiful you are, 'cause you're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? You're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? You're not laid so bare by the Vanity Fair to tamper with your charms, oxygen in a jar. You're not an assembled cocktail of bits and not a stuck together look all made up with tricks. And you're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? You're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? You don't play the love game of toxic love, but trading love for beauty, the winning of. Will you ever wish you knew what a spell you cast? And maybe it's a beauty impossibly beautiful? Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? You're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? You're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are? You're impossibly beautiful. Is that 'cause I'm waiting? Is that 'cause I'm looking? Or is it just 'cause you are?
Alright then, so that's the final segment of the show. What we're planning to do is give it a bit of a background. And no, it sounds a bit wrong to do it at the end, but give a bit of a context to the what Mageia is. Loads of people will think it's a new distribution, or completely coming out of the blue and just one more distro, but it's not quite the case. So what I was thinking about emphasizing is the fact that most of the developers there are in fact people who used to work for Mandriva. And Mandriva itself came from very well-established Linux companies, and probably one of the leading distributions on the desktop before Ubuntu, especially before Ubuntu. And of course we know that the Mandrake distribution was the source of the starting point of most of what became Mandriva. And the founder of Mandrake, Mr. Duval, was starting a project later on which was called Ulteo, after he actually got fired from Mandriva, which is strange because it's kind of like being fired by the company you yourself created, or kind of co-created, because it was not just when Mandriva was actually a combination of two companies. So one thing I thought we'd mention, because Sebastian suggested that, is the fact that we also have other distros based on Mandriva, or predecessors of Mandriva, and one of them is PCLinuxOS. The other one is UnityLinux, which I don't know so much about, and we mentioned this earlier, and there might be a few more that we had mentioned. So I wondered, first of all, have you had a chance to try PCLinuxOS?
Yeah, I said that earlier. I ran it for about 5 months.
Yeah, because I mean, I was using it for a periods of time, probably 1 week at a time. I installed it mostly for other people who were satisfied with it, and I think one of the bits of competition that Mageia is going to have for a person who's looking for a free version of Mandriva is, why should they choose Mageia over PCLinuxOS?
Yeah. We need to add something in as well. Maybe we'll do it after this. I want to say something quickly about GNOME 3 and Unity again as well, towards the end or whenever we can do it. Right. Anyway, so PCLinuxOS, yeah. I tried it out, and it actually, a guy who I know quite well online. He's in Australia, and he used to really like Mandriva. He used to really like Mandriva, and when I was gonna try out Mandriva, when I was thinking about going to Mandriva possibly, I could never really virtual machine it to begin with, and eventually I got 2010.0, like a development version working. So that's the release that came out at the end of October 2000. I think it was like October 2009, something like that, when it came out. Mandriva 2010.0, my first Mandriva, because I used to be in Ubuntu land for years, and then Fedora for kinda before that, and then some GNU small fix, live CD trying back in like 2004 and that kind of thing. Anyway, so he would say how he used to tell me how great Mandriva was, and he was one of the people, and I and somebody else online, and maybe I think there might be the third person to some extent as well. But I knew Mandrake was pretty good from college because of a guy who I used to go to school with, and I would be there. I used to bring an old laptop into college, and I'd boot up like Knopix, and I had XP on as well, like an old laptop, 6 GB hard disk, not very much RAM, I think 128 megabyte RAM, and I would boot some live Cs off and use them in desktop. It'd be really noisy to boot up.